What is going on to you, Aries out here? Hopefully, y'all are having a good day. So, you Aries actually have the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and then you Aries have the Lovers. So, okay. Okay. So, for some of you Aries, y'all could be getting to know somebody as of right now. Let me show you the cards. Some of you Aries could be getting to know somebody right now. Right? Um, it doesn't even necessarily have to be a person per se, but it's more so where you could be either getting to know somebody or you could be creating something that you love to do, in a sense that it's something that you love to do, you love doing it, and you just love the fact that you can essentially do what it is that you love. Some of you may do it for a living, some of you may not do it for a living, but the point is that you still have the creativity and the time to be able to actually still do what it is that you love. The Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords represents, again, just loving the life, loving the fact that you Aries, you're loving the fact that you Aries can basically do that. But I'm also getting like a lot of you though could be have really gotten with somebody where the connection between the two of you are strong, in the sense that like there's a lot of the need for you Aries to not just go all out and to be disciplined just because you find that you may like this person, or you found something about this person that you may like. So you Aries know you've been taught well, right? Or I hope you'd been taught well. I hope I did a good job. But you know yourself well enough to know, you got to get to know these people, right? It's not enough for you just to like them just based upon whatever. You have to actually get to know who these people really are. And so the Six of Wands and the Hierophant right here for you, it also represents this being a perspective where more so the Six of Wands and the Hierophant represents because you're not just going to, you Aries wouldn't just do anything for anybody. And Aries are the hardest zodiac sign to get close to. You think Aquarius is difficult to get close to, and it can be. You think Virgo is difficult to, and it can be. Aries is the hardest. It's the most difficult zodiac sign to get emotionally close with. Most difficult. So think about what that really means. Harder to get close to than Aquarius, Virgo, Capricorn, Sagittarius. You know how difficult it is to get close to them? Aries is the most difficult. So there's something about this person or this hobby that you want to do, that you want to create. For some of you, if it is a person, because I'm getting it could be different things. That's what I'm picking up. If it is a person, you really want to take your time with this person, in the sense that find out a little bit about this person first. I'm not saying for you to spend forever and ever on in a day, but at the same time, find out about this person. How you speed up the process of you getting to know them, you ask them questions. For some of you, if it is a particular situation, do what it is, back of my leg, do what it is that you love to do, because you may turn it into a business. Not even saying that you have to or that you should. That's for you, Aries, to decide. But regardless of that, you're in a position where you Aries can afford to do that because you have the time. Now, honestly, what it is I'm picking up strongly is it's probably somebody. But I also am picking up that it could also be a situation too. But you may very much so like this person immediately. But what I'm teaching you is that's cool, but still get to know these people. I don't hang out with anybody unless I get to know them a little something, because I want to get to know who they are, right? And I suggest everybody do that. A lot of times people be like, well, what about if it ruins the mood? Then it ruins the mood. Because at the end of the day, this is how people get themselves in really messed up situations, is because they rush into it too quickly. I'll hear how, and it's an unfortunate thing. And I'm not saying this to kind of get at them. I'm saying it as a lesson, as a learning lesson. Sometimes people will contact me, and I'll be giving them readings, and they'll let me know, like, I take responsibility for that. I rushed it. Like, I didn't really know them like that, because it was only a few weeks, and then we're essentially moved in together. And I'm like, yikes. You know what I mean? Because that's wild to, you know what I mean, to just meet someone and then y'all are moved in. Like, y'all are moved in. Like, they're like on a U-Haul. Like, they've packed up all their stuff, and they're like, all right, well, come live with each other. Like whoa, wow. that is wowzers. You know what I'm saying? I'm using all these $5 words, but seriously though, and I'm not going at them. I'm just saying that that's wild though. It really is, because you want to get to know the person, right? You want to ask them questions. You want to hang out with them, see what they are about, because they're not going to hide. They can't hide what it is that they're about. They can't do it for a long time. They can't. Look at me. They can't. I don't care how good of a front they put up. 99.9999999% of them are either going to show you if they have a dysfunction that would end up breaking the relationship. They are going to show you that dysfunction, if they have one of those, within the first 1 to about 6 months. Most people can't even make it a year. It's up to you to know what it is. But even if it isn't a person and it's a situation, something that you create, something that you administer the creation of, meaning you created it, then you will have to find out more about that, right? Like, the more I find out about, like, the more that I create is the more that I have personal responsibilities, right? Because I created this for the channel, to grow my brand, to do this, to do that, to do the other. So I have to create, I have to manage over that. I have to legitimately find out about what it is that I'm getting into. And so the situation with that is the Four of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Three of Swords right here represents how a lot of you Aries, right? And don't let people try to make you feel bad about you asking them questions. And you have a right to be skeptical. You have a right to not even be skeptical. That's not even the word, but you have a right to be suspicious, to suspect them, to be inquisitive, to be like a gumshoe, a detective. You have a right to ask them. I don't care what anybody's. Let me tell you, dating, y'all would be surprised. Like, I've heard some of the ladies say some of the wildest things to me. They done been in the big house for fraud, credit card fraud. They've done like some, but they tell me that later on. Oh, they done been to this for that. And I'm like, how come you never told me this early on? And they're like, well, what was I supposed to say? And it's like, yeah, like I've heard some, I can't say certain things, right? But I've heard some wild stuff. And so the thing is that, like, so you really want to get to know who these people are. And if it's a situation, you really want to educate yourself, because as of right now, your education on if it's not a person, you Aries' education on if it's a situation or some sort of opportunity, depending on what you have, right? Because it could be a situation where you're expanding on your business, where you have an opportunity to do something, and that you Aries can actually take this opportunity to propel yourself into a better future, right? And so what I'm saying to you is, if it's that type of situation for you, pay attention, right? Understand, do your education, do your research on that. If it's a person, same thing. Do your education. Find out. Do your studies about what this is about. Ask them questions. Do your own independent research. The Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles right here, especially if they're known, if they have a name for themselves. So the Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles right here represents, because you have to be careful to know what it is that you're getting, or becoming a part of. So, yeah. So let's clarify some of these cards. Oh, the Ten of Pentacles. It could be a good situation too. If it is a person that is a loved one, it could be a very good situation. But remember, so far, right? You always got to remember so far, especially when it's at the very beginning, because you barely know them. So you usually have to end up saying to yourself, so far, right? So far. So, okay. Let's clarify the Ten of Pentacles. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. So to clarify the Ten of Pentacles, we have the Ten of Swords, the Two of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Pentacles, and then you have the Seven of Wands here. So to clarify the Ten of Pentacles. So that's my point, right? My point of it is that the Ten of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune here, it represents you, Aries, right? Wow. Wow. Some of you Aries probably feel like things are so wild, because some of you Aries probably are thinking to yourselves, it's funny how life works out, because it's like the Ten of Swords is betrayal, right? Like you feel all of this betrayal, and you've been through so much when it comes to the matters of the heart, because like I said before, because it's the truth, Aries, y'all are a hopeless romantic. I have an Aries moon, and I'm telling y'all right now, I'm a hopeless romantic. And a lot of the ladies that I be dating don't believe that, right? And then I'm like, but it's the truth though. I'm a hopeless romantic because I be practicing what I'm preaching. Like, I'm not somebody on the internet that talks about love but then doesn't practice it, and then my life is a reflection of how I'm going to be on TMZ News or some stupid, you know what I'm saying, some for doing something stupid basically. And then now I'm in a situation where, popular YouTuber doesn't practice what they preach. Da 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 da. Nah, like you know what I'm saying? I'm a hopeless romantic too in that regard. And so it's what I'm trying to say here is that these three cards shows how wild life is. The Ten of Swords, the Two of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, that you could be down and feel a certain kind of way and think of yourself as not being good enough, to now being in a position where the Two of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune is about you being up, because now you feel good at the fact that you Aries feel good at the fact that look at how quickly life turned around. Now it's like you're sitting on the top of the world because someone loves you, someone cares about you, right? Someone has come in and they're talking to you, and they're not showing you, at least so far, that they're dysfunctional, right? That they actually have something. And I'm not talking about money, I'm talking about sincerity to them, right? Where they actually talk to you and they let you know that they care about you and stuff like this. And the situation for you Aries is that, and it feels good. It feels for you Aries. The irony of Aries is that that's one of the things that y'all crave the most is love. not family love, not just love in a specific area, family love, romantic love, love. You want both. You want a family, you want your family to get along with you, and you also want the people whom you're going to be in relationships with, regardless of whoever you are, whatever you're into, right? I don't have a problem with whatever, right? Whatever you choose to love you back. And so look at how wild things turned around. Same thing for you, Aries, who is not necessarily in a relationship per se, where this doesn't necessarily pertain to a relationship or a budding one that's starting up that looks promising. It could also be a situation where look at how you turned your life around in such a short span of time, from being where you are to being where you are now, right? Benefiting from what you do. The Seven of Swords and the Seven of Wands right here represents how you Aries are also in a situation where because of it, you feel like you want to actually take this and see how far it can go, because the Seven of Pentacles is about seeing where something can go, where an opportunity or whatever it is. And then the thing is that the Seven of Wands represents and keeping out the nonsense, right? Or keeping it sacred, making sure that dysfunction doesn't erode away at it because of how things can be here today and gone tomorrow. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. I'm at 24,181 subscribers. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. If you'd like to contact me for a personal reading, the link to that is in the comment section below, called a Linktree link. And I'm gonna post the botanical bar, the link for the botanical bar in the comment section below. It's a very good app. I didn't create it. The credit goes to my friend Jasmine McKellar. Shout outs to her for the botanical bar. It's the only game, right, where you can actually play a video game while you're learning about plant life. So I have it downloaded on my phone. I really do. I play it and I love it. Peace.